Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time to hit this vlog to watch this video, don't forget to hit or smash the bell icon so that you'll be notified every time I'm going to bring out different words, different fancy words that you can use if you really want to expand your vocabulary. So without further ado, let's get started. So the topic right now is all about besotted. So what the heck is besotted? But before that, I just want to explain that when you say besotted, the first it actually is it has double entendre. So what the heck is entendre? So I would say that this word entendre, it's actually a French word, and this is an obsolete word from France, which means to hear, to understand, and to know. So I am saying the word entendre, because as I mentioned, this word, which is besotted, it has two meanings. And if you are referring to two meanings, it means that it is double entendre. So I think this is basic. This is really no-brainer, because if you hear the phrase or two words double entendre, of course the thing that will you know something that you would think would be two, right? Because double. So I would say that this besotted word, it has two meanings. So the first meaning would be if you are drunk, if you are stupefied when you are drunk. So I know indeed that most of us, if we are done drinking, sometimes we stupefy, we are sometimes unpacified, right? We are not being pacified by bouncer or people who want us to come down, because sometimes, especially some people, when they are very emotional about what they're going through, so people could really pacify them, especially at the bar. So um, the bouncers them would pacify them, because of course they are there not to break down, or should I say to go crazy and become freak, right? They're there to enjoy. So sometimes it's inevitable for a person or individual to really avoid what they really feel. Perhaps they have a problem with regard to love or work or promotion or whatever it is. So sometimes it's hard to survive if you are depending on liquor. So in order for you to stop worrying, I think the best thing to do is to divert your attention, find other activities that would really forget about problems. You can actually vacation or have a staycation in other places. So places that you could really forget your past or your anxiety. You can forget about your anxiousness or anxiety, because that's the only way for you to do. So the second meaning of the word besotted is infatuation. So as I mentioned, it has two meanings. The first meaning is, yeah, you're being drunk, you can truly avoid to drink because that's your go-to, right? Especially if you're alcoholic, you can stop it. Yeah, you tend to do that. So the second meaning of besotted is if you're in love with someone, so infatuations. So of course, all of us have infatuation with someone who is physically attractive. So sometimes we lure to really get involved, or should I say, we really entice to even approach this person. And sometimes the worst way would be if someone is really obsessed. Unfortunately, someone would really do crime just for this person, or let's say a lunatic person or a crazed person, to really possess the body or the wholeness of the someone. Sometimes they really possess someone by means of harshness. So even though they know in fact that they would go to prison, they still want to do that because it's a call of flesh. So that's so sad that most people, especially most men, they tend to be bad at women or ladies because they know that women and girls are helpless, but they still do that. I don't know why they really feel that. But I'm not a perfect person to say that, because if I was a man, or if I was a real man, like, alpha male, or should I say, if I'm in toxic masculinity, I know that I would also do that. But yeah, I guess it's better for you to be in a safe zone. So if you're a straight man, try to be civil, try to be nice, try to be urbane, try to respect women, girls, ladies, because you are there to protect the girls and not to violate their rights. That's all. So what else I would say? So those are the two meanings of the word besotted. So as I mentioned, so this besotted word has double entendre. So double entendre, as I told you earlier, it means it has two meanings. And this phrase entendre originated in France. So in order for me to not to forget the phrase double entendre, so I am going to concentrate on the word entendre. So as I mentioned, so entendre is originated in France. It's not an original English. It means that to hear, to understand, and it's already obsolete in France. So in order for me not to forget the phrase entendre, I have to, come up with two words, or so many words if you want to, in order for you to remember that. So if I hear the word entendre, this is actually weird thing that I do. It's actually my technique and my hack in order for me to remember that particular word. For example, the word entendre. In order for me to remember that, I have to think of two names. So this time around, I'm going to think of two names. So if I hear the word entendre, so I can take out two words, which is an. So I have to think of name. So the name that would come out, or come up with that particular word, which is entendre, is Anton. So if ever I forget this word entendre, one thing that I will remember would be Anton. And then entendre. The next would, so from the word entendre, so I can take out the two letters dr, so I can come up with the word Andre. So yeah, so in order for me not to forget this word entendre, I have to remember two names, so which are Anton and Andre. So let's say that they are twins, right? So yeah, so as I mentioned, in order for you not to forget the word entendre, just think of two names, like for example Anton and Andre, so that when you hear the word entendre, you can remember that. Because I believe that I will never forever remember this word entendre, and even tomorrow I will forget this. So in order for me to remember that, that's really the key or hack or technique that I really do every time I come across new word, and I would say that that's effective for me. So that is a one tip that I can share with you guys if you really want to retain information, especially if you are dealing with information overload. I really hate information overload, but I think with that simple technique, at least that will help. So I hope you learn a few things from my vlog.